My dream always is to pick like the perfect postcard for a person and then match it with the perfect stamps. When I make postcards with friends, I have them pick out a postcard of their choice, and I just carry around like a super random smorgasbord of assorted cards, and you kind of like, you pick the one that resonates with you in that moment. I'm Rosie and I love postcards. Postcards are just the perfect tiny package of mail. And it doesn't take a long time to send a postcard, and they're all super unique and you can get them anywhere. And if you happen to have a collection of like 10,000 of them, you can share them with other people too. People love to get mail. It's just a fun little treat and surprise. And then, after you pick your card, I have a random assortment of postage stamps. So you pick out 35 cents of postage, and things that people don't know. So as long as you have 35 cents of postage somewhere, it can be on the front, it can be anywhere on the back, you can fill up the whole space. You usually want to write the address here because they probably get a little annoyed if that's messed up. But in general, like, you can stick it all over the place. And you can have more than 35, but not less. So I always have people put on the postage first before they start writing, because usually then they'll write and they'll have to cover it up. And of course you need people's addresses. That's the biggest thing, right? Like, do you actually have someone's address? Sometimes you kind of have to text them and they're like, that's a creepy question. I don't collect stamps in a way of like, which are rare or valuable. I just really like to use them. So I don't ever want the stamp that's worth a ton of money. I want the one that's like really interesting looking and neat. And when you see a stamp that you've only seen like online in person, it's like a birder when they see like a big birding person. It's super exciting. So my biggest pen pal when I was growing up was my grandma and my older sister. And then my grandma passed away and my older sister had kids, so she just was super busy. I want to send more mail, but I don't know who. You know, there's only so much. If you send too much mail to your friends and family, they're like, are you okay? So I found this thing called Post Crossing, and it's really cool. You sign up to do it and you get the mailing addresses of people all over the world. And it's just a really interesting way to have little tiny connections. You can actually make a postcard out of anything. So this is an old bingo card. And then my friend Nick just made me that for my birthday. That's from a children's book. My sister will do this really elaborate thing, like this is a tiny fan. And she wrote on the back of it, and it probably came packaged with this. Sometimes you have the right postcard, but you haven't met the right person yet for it. Like, it's so special, it's so particular that you just kind of have to wait. And then when you meet that person, you're just like, yes, I have that. And usually, like, when I'm in another country, I'll try and go to like a used bookstore or just somewhere where they have a lot of old paper things and get cards there. And so each one is this tiny little memory of a place where I went, and that's just really neat. Kind of brings it back in a visual way. And then maybe I'll send it away and forget about it entirely.